Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into my channel. My name is Mark and I am a local photographer here in Nashville, Tennessee. And we're still trying to struggle and figure out what to do with this channel. So please bear with us as we kind of run through a bunch of ideas. But today we're going to focus on camera and shooting and actually what to do with your photos once they are taken and you're happy with them. I always tell people, whether it be friends or family or whatever, I don't take pictures to keep them on my hard drive. I'm a firm believer that pictures are meant to be shown and displayed. So today we're going to talk about a little bit about photo albums and showcase one that I just ordered. Now, I have done a lot of photo albums in my time with photography, but I have never ordered a high-end photo album. So today we're going to explore an album that I ordered from a company called Floricolor. They're based in Europe. I believe they are in Portugal, but I can't quite be sure. But I had recently sent off to basically make a large portfolio of some of the photos that I've taken in the past year or so, and as a way to show prospective clients or employers what I can do and stuff like that. And I also want to be able to show like any sort of boudoir or lingerie clients that they too can have a book that is of this quality, and it gives them something to like hold and look through and really see the quality. And like when there's discussions about why we charge what we charge, that the quality needs to reflect that. So that's what we have. So basically, this is the book. It actually comes in a hard wood box, and I paid for the acrylic cover, like that you see right there. And then this is the book itself, also the acrylic cover and a 3D sort of faux leather design, which we'll get to in a minute. But I just wanted to mention the quality of the box before you even get into the book. I mean, the presentation, you hand this to a client, the quality shows. Like you could tell immediately before you even open the book that this is quality. This is something to keep, something to commemorate. So like right there, I am blown away with that level of quality. And this is all custom. Like you can go in, the website's very extensive. You can pick the color of the wood. They have different colors. They have white. They had like, you know, your usual natural wood color. I mean, everything that I show you is completely customizable. Let's get to the actual showing of the book. Let's go. So here you go, guys. Here's a look at the book from start to finish. Basically, this is the box set it comes in, and I ordered the acrylic cover for the box, and this, it's hard to see on camera, but this fine textured cover. Now you can get the whole books or boxes to be this whole texture. It truly adds what I call production value to the whole thing. Then here's the cover of one of my shots in acrylic, and then you open it up, and cloth interior in the box. Then this is the actual book. It has this, so you pull this, and the book comes out like so. And then just before I go through the book, I just wanted to show you like the wood quality. Like it's just so well made. Again, and I think if you, even without a discount, if you order samples, you get a discount of a different sort, and all you're seeing is that on the box here, it's just stamped as a sample. But that's a small thing to pay if you're just looking for quality to see if you like it or not. Like it's worth it to put a book together and order one just to check out the quality. Again, it's hard to tell on camera but this textured design is just beautiful. And in fact, I mean, there's so many designs, but I almost would want to stick with this one when showcasing like a boudoir shoot for a client. So anyway, that's the box with the acrylic cover. Absolutely gorgeous. Here's the book itself. Again, I also did the acrylic cover here with the patterned raised design here. This is, I used a different shot for the cover. It was sort of last minute in terms of the promotion running out. So I sort of, if I was thinking correctly, I think I would have gone with a different photo. But I really like this. It sort of sets the tone for what's inside. We're looking for, you know, setting the tone, getting the client excited about their product that they've ordered. So yeah, the only thing you have to worry about a little bit is fingerprints, but they don't show up too bad on here. Then you open it. This is the interior of the book. Again, so many designs can go into this. I just was trying to keep things matching. I don't have a design background, so I was just trying to stick with, you know, similar color palette. I didn't want anything too crazy, but I wanted to add a little bit of, I wanted some sort of difference just to showcase a little bit different feel as you open the book. Once we get into the pages here, in the layouts, you can do whatever you want. This was sort of made up on the fly. I was trying to showcase different things, but I am a big fan of actually, normally I like big single images on pages, but for the sake of sort of being able to showcase a bunch of different images, I like this one here, a little collage of the different looks that we did. And so with her, we did several different looks, and so she gets 2 pages. A lot of the models only get 1 spread, but we've done so many good photos. I wanted to showcase those. The only mistake I made was this is in here twice, but that's not your problem, that's more mine and my inability to double check if this was an actual client. A, I wouldn't be using that many photos, and B, I would go over it probably about 20 times before I actually hit submit to have it printed. But like I said, I was working against the clock with the promotion running out, so there you have it. So the other thing I want to point out is the thickness of these pages. It's just amazing. I mean, it's practically like almost like a board, like not, I mean, it's like so thick. I mean, they're just beautiful. The way they sort of lay flat. Again, you can see here, I just put a collage together of all these photos I've taken, mostly from 2020. I think as we get further on, there were some from prior years, but these are mostly 2020, and then a lot of them since I've moved here to Tennessee. So there you go. So, you know, you can do continuous sort of photos that go from one page to the other, and there's a lot of like warnings along the way. It'll let you know if you're putting seams through faces, which with the lay flat pages, not that big of a deal. They still look great, but the quality, and you know, I don't do a lot of like fine calibration on my computer versus printing. I sort of trust the process, and these colors in these photos are just as good as on the computer. Again, another layout. I mean, I'm just blown away. There's just so much to love about this book, and I actually didn't know much about this company going in. I got tipped off through another boudoir photographer that I follow on Instagram and on Facebook, and he let it be known that they're having this promotion. And I never ordered a fancy book like this. I've done some other things with lesser brands, but look at this full page. I mean, it's just stunning. The darks, the blacks, very rich, but you can still see detail. I don't know if you can see it on the camera that well. You can still see detail here. Skin tones are natural. It's just a beautiful presentation in my opinion. and I'm just blown away by the thickness of the pages. Like, it's just, everything just feels so professional when you're going through this. So another layout. I mean, you can pretty much customize to any size photo. Like, what I'm really loving about like digital photography and a lot of these like making printed out things, you're not bound by specific page photo sizes. You can crop to, you know, squares and rectangles, and, you know, do sort of odd thinner crops, and, you know, this book accommodates all of it. I mean, this is just tremendous to me. I mean, it showcases the different looks that we did. Here again, showing a collage of this one. I mean, we have so many looks. It's just a good way to sort of showcase everything that we did on one spread. Here as well, I mean, you get the good almost 8x10 here. Just stunning. I mean, the colors are stunning. This is almost exactly what I see on my computer. And I have like an older Mac, but, you know, they run kind of, a lot of times they run sort of bright. But these are looking so good on the printed page. And then here, I couldn't be more pleased with how this book came out. The only thing I probably would have changed was, since there was no limit on pages and it was such a strange opportunity to create a one-of-a-kind book that normally I think would cost a lot of money, like thousands of dollars, because there's so many pages. Like, this book would actually be, for a client, like I said, would be 10 to 15 pages at best. Again, look at this. The red pops so well on here, and the colors are just so beautiful. It's just unbelievable. Again, look at here. You have the deep red. I mean, the colors that this company replicates on the page is just absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't believe it, you know, when I was going through it. I mean, I don't know what I expected, but this is far and exceeded actually what I thought. And here's some here. I did some black and white. They transfer nicely to what I was going for here. Just different looks. I tried a bunch of different things in the book, so that even if a client's thumbing through, even though they're not going to get a book this thick, they can get a feel for, you know, black and white, color, layouts. It's got a little bit of everything, so you can sort of pick and choose. Again, I mean, the skin tones on her, absolutely gorgeous. The lay flat pages do some of these layouts so much justice. Like, it doesn't matter if it's running through her arm, you can't tell, it's seamless. And, you know, here, colors, just beautiful. Anything to do with earth tones, so natural. I mean, gorgeous. Who wouldn't want their pictures printed in a hardcover book like this, in my opinion? I mean, it's just tremendous. So many times photos get taken or get lost to hard drives. They never see the light of day. If you're booking a session and, you know, you're feeling confident and you've taken 2, 3, 4 hours of your day to do hair and makeup and do a session, you don't want to hide those photos. You may not want to put them all over your house, maybe you do, but at the very least, a book showcasing your afternoon. Perhaps you're celebrating an anniversary, or you're newly out on the field. In the field, like, there's so many different reasons why you want to showcase this in a book to treasure forever. Here's a whole set of black and whites that just look absolutely phenomenal. I mean, and these were all these templates were sort of picked by me, like this, as I go. I sort of make it up as I go with the flow, like how I want to see certain models and how many different poses of that we got out of a session. You know, it sort of dictates how I want to showcase each model and each spread. Like, I don't sit down thinking, okay, she's gonna have this. I sort of get to her, like, okay, I want to add her, see what we got. I'm like, oh, I want that, and I just sort of put it together. It's very, with me, the way I do stuff like this, it's sort of on the fly. Obviously, if it's a paying client to go through and be a little bit more calculated, putting similar outfits next to each other, things that match like that. It's not entirely willy-nilly, but again, you know, you can just do two. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And if I can't even begin to tell you this. I can't even remember. There's so many finishes with the paper. I can't even remember which one I had picked for this. But yeah, so I mean, it just blows me away with the quality. I mean, I love. Next time I do this, I'm doing like just 20 pages of individual 8x10. I love the big images that take up the whole page. This is not bad either. I mean, I love different poses with, you know, similar look, but nothing beats one image on a big page. I mean, it's just tremendous. But, you know, I just can't say enough good stuff. The skin tones here, awesome. I mean, it just takes what you do as a photographer and just boom, it takes it to a whole new level. I mean, you give someone a book like this, it's gonna be just mind-blowing. Again, pose the colors nicely. This is a shoot, I believe, from 2019, and we did a couple different looks that day. And I just was very interested in showing like sort of a wilder fur coat, bikini, and then just these gorgeous sort of bedroom silk robe shots that I still to this day absolutely love. Gorgeous model, and then to see him in this book is just amazing. This was perhaps one of my favorite models I've shot, and I mean, just like you get models like this, how do you not want to present them in a book like this? I mean, it's just tremendous. And you'll see with her, she gets more than one spread. So, because I did a bunch of window shots and black and white, and I didn't want to just not include those, since this was sort of a vision I had as we made it up as we were shooting, trying something new, standing outside, shooting through the window, a little work around the edges with some shadows and, you know, reflections on the glass, more voyeuristic, but I couldn't resist not including those. Again, some more black and whites. I mean, they just look gorgeous. I just love how you can put any size, like this one goes to take up both pages, then you can throw two ones over here. I mean, the templates and the layouts are just, there's so many, they're indefinite. And then this is the end. This one, not that I have a story for every single model, but this one we shot in the midst of the early days of the quarantine. We had booked it before the world sort of imploded on itself, and both the model and the location that we shot held their obligations. And we shot at this hotel back when I lived in Los Angeles. And this, to this day, is some of the best work I've ever created. I don't even know if the pictures I chose do everything justice. But just like that, the different layouts, I mean, you can convey everything. So I threw in a bunch of different looks. I love the fact that you can go in here, you don't need to show the whole chair. There's just so much stuff. And then the 5-minute color, she was tatted out and it just was awesome. Her red hair, the colors here are replicated so beautifully, and then we have the print again. And then the texture background again. All your, you know, you can go on there even without this discount that they did, and you can order a sample book for a fraction of the price, and all you're getting is this little tiny stamp on here that says sample. And I think it's like 50. I don't know exactly, but I mean, it's just amazing. So, like, there you have it. This is a company called Floricolor. Like I think they're based out of Portugal. I don't know exactly the shipping in terms of time because they actually had production issues, so mine was delayed. But I think normally you can order these things and get them within 10 days, I want to say. And they offer free shipping. They offer free shipping if you spend a certain amount. So usually it's the equivalent of if you order 2 books, shipping is free. So you just wait for 2 clients to order books, and you send them off. and I think within 10 to 15 days you get your book, and it's just it's a great way to preserve your photos. And even if you don't go the model route, I mean, even if you're making like landscapes, or this is just a great way to present your photos. So that's it. That's a review of Floricolor albums. It's actually the first album sort of review I've ever done, so I can't really compare it to others. But I was a big fan, and definitely on my list to use for future clients. So thank you for watching. Subscribe and like.